Friday. Friday, Friday, Friday. I've watched time. That's nice. Oh, at least I don't have to wait anymore. They changed that. Oh, of course the box had to disappear the moment I was going to use it. That's just classic luck. Boom! And boom. So what do you think this is? Do you think this is a comparison video? Well, obviously it is, but it's not that worrying, don't worry. To be fair, I had no idea what I was going to make, and to be fair, nah, it's not that bad. Point is, this is a comparison video, and we're going to compare today two moves that are very top of their game. The first move is Incinerate. Well, technically it's Tableflip, but Incinerate. And the second move is Tableflip. I've already said it, but still. Boom. With its earthbending techniques. Quite funny, right? Considering I made a video on how to become an earthbender in this game. You can also hit it like this. And it's quite evident, well, it's not evident, that I'm gonna start with Tableflip, and that's quite interesting actually. I had no idea where that happened. But as you can see, pros, cons, everything in the middle. Destructive, compatible, and comparative. Yes, that's what this video is. So whenever you're playing, you've always got to think which move is better. Well, you're never going to have them in the same loadout, but you're going to think which one's best. And I always like doing similar moves. Like last time I did Terrible Tornado and a Crash. Because those are two actually good moves. And they, well, deserve to be there. It's not like they're bad, are they? Wrong move. So this move is the Blazing Inferno that sets the map on fire, and the other move is that. Wait, is tape? That's what it is. Destructive. So if you get hit by the gust of wind, you're basically dead. Basically. If you don't move, you're basically dead. I'll get onto the cons of that later. Getting hit by the gust of wind. But if you don't get hit by the gust of wind, usually you're going to hit where there's a lot of players. Because that's what most people do. If you're not intending to hit with the gust of wind. You're going to hit like this. Maybe there are people here. You're usually going to hit where most people are. So you might hit here. And both these moves aren't single target. Like, I think it's pretty obvious. But you can see it can do that. And that is just very good. So yeah. Also, it hits anything from this angle for a very far range. Like maybe about 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Counting with 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So about 20-ish blocks. So 20-ish squares. That's not that bad, is it? No. So anything within the 20-inch squares, 20-inch squares, okay, 20 squares, obviously in the game, 20 squares is 1 square, so you just that. So, anything, oh my god, that was weird. Okay, anything within 20 squares gets hit, roughly. And anything within about 8, 10 squares, roughly, gets 1 shot. So, 1, it's quite hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's This is 10. So I'm just gonna hit from here. So anything from here should technically be one shot. Or less, but I think it's hit, right? Yeah, this is one shot, isn't it? One shot. Boom! There we go. So that's one shot. And it basically, it's usually most people hit it when you have a lot of people to hit. Because hitting it against one person like this is quite bad. And the cons of that, getting hit by the gust of wind, are actually the fact that you can side dash and dash again, and you can escape that move. And you really do not want it. Because if you escape that move, you can only use one move on Titan Ult. Everyone knows that. It's infinite until you use a move or you die. And you don't want to die. Because if you die, that's not good. It's not good. It's not very good. So, okay, let me tell you a secret. If I do this, and then I use Tableflip, yeah, it still has all the range and stuff, but you only see a few blocks. And as you can see, glitches plus telekinesis kicks in, and we're left with quite something rather OP, if you know what I mean. What the heck? Whoa. Okay. Point is, and General suffers from the other issue. I'll just show you the other side of this, so I don't have to waste time later. Look. From the other side, Genos' thing doesn't hit. And I know it's not very obvious. In fact, I have to maybe show this because it definitely hits from here. If you're at the peak of the rock, then it will hit. It won't hit. It just won't hit. And even when you move down, it just won't hit. And just chilling right in front of you. And that's not very funny. You never ever. When the hell would you want to not do damage? Like, great for the player, but not great for you. It's pretty evident. Oh well. And as you can see, you can't turn your camera off. But whereas Genos, you can turn your camera. And turning your camera is quite nice. If I was to say that. So, Tableflip. It can destroy, and it does loads of AoE. I'm talking like anything within a 60-degree range for 20 blocks. And the same thing with Incinerate. Just one more side note, it does have a small hitbox from the back. But however, as I showed you how the Tableflip shines on a rock, Incinerate almost does the exact opposite. Well, not the exact opposite. It includes the wall of the map. And the walls of the map are quite nice for Genos. Why, you ask? Because it can do this. There's only one dummy. In fact, let me spawn a bunch of dummies. Say there are a bunch of people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Say I just walk on someone and I have my ult. I don't know why you walk on someone for ult. Say you just are about able to hit them. Without the last out of the way. They're dead. No, like they're actually, in fact, this dummy that's not even at the rock should technically die. Yeah, look. In fact, let me tell you a story. When I joined the game about when Genos was released, the worst time to join the game, Incinerate was being used about every 10, 20 seconds. And 20 seconds is not a lot of time. Someone had their ult every 20 seconds. That's what happened when a new character releases. It will be the same with Tatsumaki, it will be the same with most characters. When a character releases, everyone's using it because it's a character, and thus the move has just been complete. And as you can see, the gust of wind does that, and sometimes it doesn't. Point is, yeah. So, yeah, it just was not great because Incinerate is not a merciful move to be getting comboed with every 20 seconds. Someone had their ult every 20 seconds, and it wasn't us. It was them. So when you don't have your ult, you best pray that you got something up your sleeve. And that's why Sonic was so old. That was considered standard because it was the only thing they could do. Alright, off with our tangent, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I have to give my verdict, don't I? Well, yeah. So both moves have their own little techniques. Some rather new, and some rather old, as that was I showed you earlier. So, which one would I say is actually better? Which one would I say is better? Well, it for sure has to be, and it for sure has to be one that's very good. And they're both very good. But we're just finding out which one's better, aren't we? And as we can say, all guns blazing. That's all we can really say. Because both moves are very good. And both moves are good. Oh yeah, one more thing with Incinerate. Yes, it can be death counted. Tableflip cannot. Incinerate can. So with such a wide scale move, you really don't want to be death counted. So you have to be careful where you use it or when you use it. Usually use it at the end of your ult. That's my tip. Oh, with Tableflip, there's no ultimate compatibility. And yeah, and keep in mind, we're only considering ultimate compatibility, how it works within the ult or its general moveset. We're not considering how long it takes to get the ult, because that wouldn't be a very fair use. That wouldn't be very fair, because we have to balance it out. So we're not including that, because if we include that, it's not very fair. So no one go in the comments, oh, you forgot to mention that you used table 2 times when you can only. I mentioned that. And that's not very arguable, because it has nothing to do with the actual move. It just has to do with the passive that Saitama has. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just a passive. So now that we've cleared a misconception up, we have to give our verdict. And my verdict is the move I'm going to use right now, and I'm going to be very careful to pick one psych I picked for. Yes. No, it's 4. It's Why? Because this move is just so big. Like, imagine just being able to interrupt the fight, then be instantly, I'm just gonna act like straight on his speed with the shot kick. Imagine being able to just use that. Like, because you can use basically any move and hit anyone, because you can see where people are while you're using Incinerate. I know the stubby is in front of me, and then when I use it, usually they keep they don't move from side to side, so that I know when I finish, I can just do this. And obviously they'd be way faster, and they'd be picked up and they'd drop. And also, if someone's in a cluster and you use point is, ultimate compatibility is 1. And 2, the fact that thing can just be escaped just makes it not as good. And plus, the gust of wind can go anywhere. And it's more up to RNG if the player is more up to RNG than it with the gust of wind. So that's my verdict, guys. And remember, my last video got a lot of views. You guys loved it. But you guys have to love subscribing. Like it's for free. Like, please subscribe. Like, it's I mean, I really like the fact that you guys watched my video and liked it. We're just missing one key step, guys. One key step. It's the road to 50 subscribers, isn't it? So without further ado, goodbye. Rock this down.